good, YouTube? It's your girl Stacey, and I'm back with another freaking video. So this is going to be a crazy story time that I have for y'all. So this is probably going to go up before all the other videos, the rest of the videos are supposed to go, because I just need y'all to know this story time because they had me fucked up. Okay, so basically, yesterday, which was Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, yesterday. So Monday, December the 11th. Okay. So I work overnight. So I got off at like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Usually when I was in Charlotte at the time, and I was coming back that day. And usually when I'd be like, okay, I know I have to travel for a long time, I usually just be like, okay, after I get off work, I'm just gonna pack up my stuff and then I'm just gonna just drive back. But I was so tired, y'all, that I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm just gonna leave later. So it's crazy that that happened, and then my mom was off the same day and I didn't even know she was off. So my mom gets a call from my brother. He's all hysterical about how somebody stole his phone from work. He had put it down somewhere and somebody picked it up. So my mama came in the living room and she was like, huh, like what? Like somebody stole your phone and stuff like that. And June was like, yeah, like somebody stole my phone and things like that. And so mom was like, he was trying to pull up his, sorry y'all. He was trying to pull up his Find My iCloud or something, but it was asking to send an email and all this other stuff, and it was just too much. So, he had, my mom was like, okay, Stacey, look on your phone, because we all have each other's location. Let this be a lesson to have your family's location, okay? And if you don't, you might want to look into getting it, okay? So, I looked on my brother's location and I saw where his phone was. It was somewhere in Park Road or something near his house or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go get his phone. Like, I paid for that phone. That phone was almost $1,000. We is not about to let that go. Phones is too expensive for people to be stealing phones and stuff like that. No, we don't have time for that. So I said, okay, we're going to go get his phone. And my brother was like, no, like, don't go get it. We don't know who's there and stuff like that. He don't want nothing to happen to us. He asked the wrong motherfucking family. He asked the wrong motherfucking sister. I mean, my other sister, if she was down there, she would have went too. Okay. He got the wrong motherfucking family to be like, oh, like, don't go get it. Da, da, da. No, we're going to get that. No, we don't got time for this. So I'm over here. I'm getting up. I'm grabbing my keys, putting my slides on, and I'm about to get out the door. And so my mom by this time had hung up with my brother and stuff like that. And my mom was like, you gonna go get his phone? I said, yes, we're gonna go get his phone. I'm like, we got the location. We know where it's at. We're gonna get that phone. So mom was like, okay, like, let me put on some clothes and I'll go with you. I was like, okay. So, we ended up heading out and stuff like that. I'm still looking at my brother's location. It has not moved in like 5-10 minutes. So we're on the way to him. Mind you, my brother's phone, from where my mom lived is like 30 minutes away. But I wouldn't even care if it was an hour and 30. We is going to be on the way. We're going to get that motherfucking phone. And even if they did move, we had the location and it was still going. And, so if it moved, we can still track it, with the Apple and stuff like that. And even if they would have turned off the phone, it gives you the last known location for it. So, yeah. So, I'm driving to where the phone is because it hasn't moved yet. So, I was like, okay, so it's across from this place or whatever. And I was like, okay, it shows you the address of where the phone is at. So I told my mom, I said, Mom, look up this location to see if it's a house or apartment or whatever. Turns out it ends up being a house. Like this old looking house, like for old people. No offense. Just saying. But y'all know those houses. Okay, y'all know those houses. Okay. So my mom was like, like an old person lives here. And at first I thought it was going to be like a kid who stole my brother's phone or something. But my mom was like, well, if they get home, first of all, they stole it from his job. His job is Home Depot. So you already know, just by just that information, you know it had to be an older person. Because what young person is going to Home Depot that don't work there? Be for real. So I was like, it has to be like an older person or whatever. I was like, yeah, you're right. So we was driving, my mom over there saying a prayer. I didn't even know she was saying a prayer. Me, I didn't say nada, nothing. Okay? I'll be so for real with y'all. I didn't pray. I didn't do nothing. I was on go. Like, my mind, I was about it. Listen, I was awake when I was, and I was just sleeping. Like, I was sleeping when my mom came in there saying somebody stole my brother's phone. So, like, as soon as that information registered, I was no longer sleepy. I was on go. I ain't say a prayer or nothing. I had my taser with me. That I was ready. Okay. I was telling my mom, I said, "Mom, listen, I ain't playing. I got my taser. They gonna play and mess around with the wrong one, and I'm gonna press it, and I'm not gonna let go. Okay. I'm being so for real. I was not gonna let it go. So we're driving on there. My mom saying a prayer. So me and my mom talking about, okay, so should we call the police like when we get there, or should we call the police now? I said, well, I told her, I was like, no, but I was like, but it's up to you. Like, it doesn't matter. So mom ended up calling the police. The police was like, okay, they can't do anything without a police report. So they switched us to another department. My mom put in a police report, and then yeah, so after she put in a police report, they referred us back to the department where they send the police out or whatever. So my mom was on the phone with them. They was asking all these questions. I was like, they was asking more questions about me because I bought the phone instead of my brother, but it was his phone. Like, child, I was getting annoyed. Me and my mama was getting annoyed with the people. So mom put in the police report and stuff like that. And we was told them that we was on the way to the location where the phone was and stuff like that. So we finally pulled up to the house. It didn't look like nobody was in there, but it was a car in the parking lot, so obviously somebody was in the house. But on the side of the house, like, you know, when people, it's a, like, okay, you know those houses that's on the street, and you park on the side, not the side, but in front of the house, because I don't know, like, if it was somebody working on the house, they would park in front of the house instead of in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody was cutting grass or something. So when we pull up, we notice that there's a truck in front of the house with this big ass thing in the back filled with like stuff. Like, they just came from Home Depot. And I'm like, Ma, they looking like they just came from Home Depot. And so I'm looking at my okay. So I'm looking at my brother's location to see, because you know it takes you exactly to where the phone is. So I'm looking at my brother's location, and I'm walking, because we parked like at the top of the driveway, and so like the truck was like right there. So like I got out the car, and my mom was like, do you want me to go knock on the door and stuff like that? And I pulled out my taser because we ain't going nowhere unprotected. You got me messed up. So I pulled out my taser, and then we both got out the car. And so I'm looking at my brother's location, and I'm following where it's telling me to go. And I noticed that it's coming from that truck. So my brother's phone is in this truck. So I'm like, Ma, it's in that truck. So we noticed that some Hispanics had came, and they're walking up to the truck. So one of the dudes who was in the driver, near the driver, he was like, hey, like, I don't know if they really understood English. They probably understood a little bit, but he was like, hey, like, what's going on? And so the other dude, he was like a little shorter. He came around, and he came straight to us. And my mom was like, phone, like, did y'all pick up a phone from Home Depot? And the man knew exactly what we was talking about. He was like, yeah, lost phone, Home Depot. He knew exactly what we was talking about. And we was like, yeah, like, I was like, yeah, that's my brother's phone. Like, give me my damn phone. So yeah, he went. So the other dude came while the other dude was talking to us, and he was like, what's going on? And he looked totally confused. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I'm like, you knew that, because I feel like that shorter dude had the phone. So you, as the other dude, knew he ain't had that phone when he when y'all came to Home Depot. Not be for real. So so the other dude came over there. He was looking confused, like, what's going on? I was like, yeah, somebody stole my brother's phone, and it took us here. So the dude went into the truck, and he was doing something on the phone. And then he came and gave it to us. And so before we left, mom was like, make sure that's his phone and stuff like that. It was my brother's phone. It had a picture of our dog on it. And I was like, yeah, it has Oreo on it. And I had to click off because it looked like he was about to turn the phone off. I guess not before he had gave it to us, probably before we ever came. He was trying to probably turn the phone off because once we got the phone and we was on the way to my brother, my mom was like, yeah, let's call Junior to let him know we got his phone. I was like, no, we're gonna let it be a surprise that we went and got it, because he didn't want us to go get it in the first place. Just get it done. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. So on the way to my brother, he was going to get his phone and stuff like that. Somebody called, and I was like, I don't know who it is. It was like a 803 number. I was like, I don't know who that is. So I just let it go to voicemail, decline, or whatever. And then they ended up FaceTiming. So I answered the FaceTime, and they was like, it was this dude. It was this dude who worked at Home Depot with my brother. He was like an older male. And he was like, yeah, somebody stole my nephew's phone and da da da. I was like, yeah, I know me. I was like, I'm his sister. Yeah, we went and got his phone. And he turned the phone to my brother, and my brother's face, I felt so bad. He was crying and everything. But it's always those times when people, you just have your breaking point. And me personally, he had his breaking point and it was bad. I feel like this is why it's important to go through those mental breakdowns and not trying to keep all your stuff bottled up and stuff like that, because it's gonna lead to a blowout at a specific place or a specific just like, it's just going to happen randomly. And so when it does happen, people gonna be looking at you like you crazy because they don't know what's going on. But I feel like everybody needs an outlet, y'all. Like, if y'all going through the same stuff, do not keep y'all stuff bottled up, because it can lead to a very big blowout at some place that you don't want it to be. And so my brother had his blowout at his job. And so, like, when we got there, my brother had came out and stuff like that, and we gave him his phone. He was just crying and stuff like that. And he just was telling us how, it's been rough lately because, about his car, that happened, and then stuff like that. And it's just, then his phone get taken. Sometimes it's too much, But I realized, like, we need to bring back mental health, like, check-in days. Like, because I used to do it, but I haven't been doing it lately because I've been so busy with, like, doing this website and stuff like that. So, but I definitely need to bring it back because it's very important for y'all to check in on y'all loved ones, y'all, because y'all never know what they're going through. And I know people say this a lot, but really, please check on them, because even though they know they have family, they know they have people there, sometimes they just feel totally alone, and we will never understand that, because we're like, yes, we're always there for you, but we don't know how they feel about it. Like, they know that they're there for you, but it's just something in them that's just making them feel completely alone, So it's very important for y'all to check on y'all loved ones. Hell, the friends, people you don't even really associate with. Just check on anybody you feel that, like, dang, I haven't seen them since high school. Let me check in on them to see how they doing. Just check in on people, y'all. Because you don't know, that person that day, that might have been their last straw. And you checking on them really helped them. They really needed somebody at that moment, and you didn't know that, but they did, and they was very thankful for that. You just never know. And mental health these days is very, very important, and especially with people that's, free Palestine all the way. Okay, free Palestine. I do not fuck with this government, because they should never let this shit happen. Girl, let me stop. But yeah, y'all, I'm free Palestine all the way. But yeah, just check on y'all loved ones. Make sure that they good. Make sure you talk to them, whether it's like daily, weekly. Don't do monthly, because monthly might be too much. But like weekly, bi-weekly, just check on them to make sure that they are okay and that. But I mean, like, the man knew what he did, so it was just like, okay, like, you knew what you did, and that's that. But yeah. So yeah, we got my brother's phone back, and that was really a crazy morning, because that started, my brother called my mom at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and we left the house by like 8 something, like 8:10, 8:15 or something. I don't know. But yeah, we was on go. We had to go get my brother phone. I don't know who these people is. Listen, if y'all one of them scammers, y'all need to do better in life. Like, karma go get y'all ass, so we don't really gotta do nothing. Excuse me. But yeah, y'all gotta do better. Like, how y'all gonna take people hard earned money and just try to take it away from them? Because if it was the other way around, you wouldn't like that shit. If anything was taken from you, you know? But yeah, y'all, this was a crazy story time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell to be notified whenever girl posts a video. And yeah, your girl's out. Check on y'all loved ones, y'all. And yeah, bye.